squad. I call five and he gon' bring the homies. We gon' ride.
Am I good?
Somebody took my phone off the table.
Not yet. About 10 seconds.
Talking money, understand me, bitch. I feel like landing, bitch. From New York, I ain't just talking, nigga. My dog's walking, nigga. Cuts like bombs. Nigga, get your swallows, nigga. Got the bitches getting money. Yeah, you know I'm flizzing. Look at them, now look at us. Yeah, that's a big difference. Oh, ain't get me spit your bitch on Henni dick. Now she gave me back. Grandma shit. Fuck her, give her back. Cause I can't stand that bitch. It's all about my moolah. Nigga, wanna learn something. My school, my team. More money, my tutor. Told not to trust none of you. Yeah, I talk swag cause I do that. Nigga, they know me. Never who that nigga. Talking crazy, don't shoot that nigga. Broke boy, yeah, you that nigga. Yeah, me bitch. Yeah, me bitch. Fat. Yeah, me bitch. Yeah, me bitch. That right. Woo!
Malik might come. I told him to perform the drums with us. But this nigga was out there getting his money in Chinatown. Yeah, I can't be mad.
Come on, bro.
This nigga Bone had a motherfucking suitcase. You seen this shit? It was full. Listen to this. Suitcase full of money, right?
Oh.
Nigga told him the hoverboard. He was like, yo, I give you this whole thing for I called that joke. So you like, I'm trying to shoot a music video with the joke. And then he was like, come, he was like,
John's gonna be on first. I don't know if you guys
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Summertime high. All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
Pero que se jodan ya los viles fumo mi pasto y ahora estoy de bajo. Algunos dicen que yo soy un pecado. Soy fumo marihuana y eso no es malo. Que se jodan
Yeah, I just went with it.
you know how to reel them in when there's something going on.
What meeting? That's good. Not business.
Maldito, vamos a romper un poco escrito. Mira, que estoy enfocado en el maldito. Considero tu presión y son más de dinero. Ese es fino que como que tal vida. Ay, no te dejo chico, te pilla que yo no puedo ir. Filo con los papeles que te saben hacer vida. Consigue tu pelo, maldito cuando te picas en mi campo. I'm a good boy and I feel like I'm a Tengo motora pero
gotta sit down.
Sigo siendo libre dentro de ti, tú eres de mí, bitch, I got what you need, sé lo que tú necesitas. Si no eres fumadora, no sé a qué tú me invitas. En el party no es nada, como marihuana de una dama. Y algo para encenderle esa llama, no me llaman Mangani porque quito como tal. Si el rey de la joda para los que se arrebatan. Si eres tú eres queen, entonces no fuese Jaime, la Jaime. Y lo grabamos con mi país, con la ruta yo le dejo esto aquí para que baile. No como tanto que me dice Mario que se abre bounty, que se pueda chile y que relaje.
Mangani. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Hold on. Yeah. See, we on Piehead time. Welcome to Blunt Sessions with Mangani. We on episode number, can y'all count for me? I think that's episode number 3. Or 3 of y'all episodes. We got Gio in the house, just walked in. We got Davey Fresh.
What up?
We got John. Y'all just introduced y'all new single on Slab Hour from Homie, right?
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
What's the name of that single?
Summertime high.
So can y'all tell me like what's special about that single? Why y'all do it on the Slab Hour?
Well, because I'm a businessman and I had to make a business move and get it to everybody on the biggest platform I can think of. So I called my nigga Found Homie. Like, I'm trying to introduce my nigga John. And he gave me the spotlight. I appreciate him for that.
For sure. I hear that.
For me, it was like more on just the music level. It was like I just started coming to DC smoking some fire ass weed, and I was waiting for the summertime to break. It was still cold, and I was like, man, once it get warm and you mix this good weed with this good music, with the good weather, it's gonna be summertime and everybody gonna be high. And it's just a feel good track, man. You can't deny it, man.
So when did y'all record it?
A couple months ago.
When it was still cold?
It was still cold.
It was still cold, real live, no bullshit. But we, recording my new album, Black Broadway, because even though, like, we're starting this independent label called Fresh Kids Music Group, FKMG, but everything we do is a group effort. Even if the album might say one person's name on it, all of us was involved in the process of making it. And I gotta thank Meister, because they definitely gave us a platform to just do what the fuck we want to do.
Shout out to Meister. Shout out to Alex Prince.
Now, there's studios in the basement?
Nah, we I told him, John, like, literally, when we recorded Summertime High, I just brought my music equipment, Alex brought his, and we shot that shit right in the store. Well, recorded it right in the store. And it was so big that, like, it turned into, like, a fucking party. We had to lock the doors and shit. Yeah, and everybody was, like...
Recording the track.
Yeah,
after
we're just recording it.
People it's a feel good album, like I said.
Did y'all get any of that?
Us recording it, or did we shoot a music video for it?
No. Of y'all recording.
Nah, that was something dumb. We should have. I might have put it on Snapchat, but Snapchat.
Y'all could have kind of mixed it up into the actual official video as well, right?
No,
video dope is on.
We got
the video is dope on its own because
that's why we just fucking y'all up with the song right now. But when y'all see the music video, y'all gonna be like, oh shit.
They got a link to it.
Nah, it ain't out yet. We ain't throwing it out just yet. We working it, man. We working it.
You gonna debut it here?
If you want me to, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's my word. It'll be on this show first.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what else y'all got going on?
I got my new album. I'm working on my album that's coming out in the fall. I might be finished before the end of the summer.
Yeah.
It's called The Return of Jimmy Lee.
Can you explain that to me?
Definitely.
Well, I don't know, I go by many names. John, JJ Brown, Jimmy Lee is like, I'm a country boy in my heart, so Jimmy Lee is like an old country name. Jimmy, get in here, boy. Jimmy Lee? Jimmy Lee? Boy, where you get all that money from? You see how you laughing? It's an old country. See, I got you right there. You couldn't even fight with it. Man, wait till you see the dance that see, man. I'm trying to tell you. Do that Jimmy Lee. Do that Jimmy. Man, wait till that joint come out. You gonna be fucking. You gonna have me back. I bet you my bottom dollar when it come out, you gonna have me back here at this show to debut Jimmy Lee because your kids, you and your wife and everybody gonna be out. Then you do a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Return to Jimmy Lee is coming.
Doing the Jimmy Lee.
It's coming. The Return to Jimmy Lee is coming.
Return to Jimmy Lee.
Davey Fresh.
Black Broadway.
He overseeing it.
Yeah.
Black Broadway.
So Black Broadway's the record label, right?
No, that's the name of my new album. That'll probably be out sometime next month. But
my bad, blame the weed.
It's all good. The label is called Fresh Kids Music Group, just like FKMG for short. Yeah. That's what we working on as far as like getting our artists out there and shit. We got Mio T with John and me.
And Black Broadway.
It's actually paying homage to U Street. He right there fucking with the weed, but Black Broadway pays homage to U Street. It's dedicated to U Street and all the black musicians that came off of U Street from back in the day. A lot of people don't know the history. Yeah, I know. But a lot of people don't know the history of U Street and how important it is for music, like with Duke Ellington and everybody who's down there. Like, you know what I mean? And I just been fucking with so many bitches from Howard, bruh, reading so many books and shit. So like my mind is on some Black Power shit lately. And I just really wanted to do an album that wasn't like stupid. Like, I see mad artists out here, man. They make dumbass music, bruh. And everybody in music the niggas be sounding like trap shit. And niggas be like, yo, my shit is creative. My shit is different. Like, no, the fuck it's not, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we, like, when we've been up at Meister doing, like, fucking with Alex and shit, even, like, sampling finals, like, you know what I mean? Old school records. And it just gives that old school feel, but it's definitely, like, a summer type feel. I think we bring it back, like, the G-Funk.
So you got, like, a huge team working on this?
I mean, if me and Alex is a huge team, I mean, Alex, he works over at Meister. He's always with Meister. Alex, Will, and Davis. Alex produces. He's an extraordinary producer. I think he might be like one of the best producers in DC. To be honest, I don't want my shit produced by nobody else anymore.
He's a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, for real. He's amazing, bro. And he makes all those beats. Like, go to the store, bro. You'll see him in there.
So you guys are working together basically like on a philosophical level as well?
It's like, I mean, as far as his part in doing this, he's definitely like the engine to the sound behind FKMG right now. Like, he makes everything he is going to be making everything. He's producing his album to the fullest. He's producing
also.
Yeah, he's an extraordinary musician. People not even hip.
No, I can imagine that because of some shit you said on the first episode when you like I could barely hear the music in the background.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's just Charlie script.
Yeah. Nah, I'm talking about this man who plays every instrument. This nigga is a fucking amazing producer, bro. For real.
I go by the name.
We went to the Secret Cup and we was at the Secret Cup just rehearsing.
Push the camera, I can't even really see you.
I'm black. You ain't gonna see me anyway.
The lights are nice and bright. You still way over there.
Get closer, John.
I don't want you to beat me up, man.
Nah, this ain't the rec room. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty stoned, my bad.
Me too, yo. Yo, on some real shit, what happened to my candies? That's the real reason why I'm stoned right now.
Word.
You know them butterscotch candies that are floating around.
I just had 2 of them, Johnson. I feel real. I'm over here rubbing my hands on the table.
Wait.
I'm flying with everybody. I'm like this.
Me too. 21st market.
Nah, let me try a little bit of that.
You're a Capricorn.
Fit it out.
Fit it out. I'm very
Two for now.
Yo, he said for now.
For now. You let me know.
I'm a little more.
Now, here's the thing about those. You taste the waxing.
It was made with concentrates?
Yeah.
I do taste it now. I just said
It's
that.
properly decarved, so it has a different flavor. It has like a nutty flavor.
It's good.
It
Actually.
goes with the butterscotch.
It's good. Yeah, actually, butter butter flavored treats.
I'm
are
a
good
cheap
for
ass
hydration.
motherfucker. And if that shit got weed in it, I think weed is a herb that you use to, pair with flavors and shit. So eating this thing.
When I first started making edibles, my man's back in VA.
Fresh makes edibles.
Yeah, I do. Been making them for a while now, actually. But my man back in VA, he schooled me to how to do all that shit. He fucking grew. He was like, you know, my man's. I can't say no names.
No. I don't
but
actually. Sorry.
He was the first person to tell me that don't mix strains in your butter. Like every strain tastes different. Like you know what I mean. He was the first person to tell me that, and I always went by that shit.
Yo, so seriously, I think the combination for this one was Gorilla Glue. And
everybody got Gorilla Glue. That shit is all over the street.
Dank ass weed.
Damn. And I was driving here. It was like traffic jam and shit. So it was like a 35-minute drive.
And you was stuck in traffic off that shit. Like,
yo, I kept grabbing that shit.
You tripping?
That shit melts away. I grab another one. That shit melts away.
I remember I was with my girl watching motherfucking Star Wars off an edible. And I felt like I was falling, bro. Like, no
bullshit. If you high
bullshit.
and the motherfucker said Star Wars, for some reason that's just automatically funny, man. I didn't even hear the whole story.
I was watching Star Wars episode motherfucking 4, too. No bullshit.
Can y'all keep track? Do y'all know which one that is?
I know. You know I know. I just...
Star
Wars is too much for me, man.
Yo, once you get into it, it's addictive.
Shit like Harry Potter. You don't know what the fuck going on.
And I'm the hugest fan of Harry Potter. I've been to Universal.
Fucking with the
rap.
Whoa.
All the millennials.
What happened on the mic?
Oh. Hey, engineers.
I can't hear myself no more. Yo, I can't hear myself.
I turned it down. Yeah.
Okay,
Can't feel my face.
Alright.
I ain't like that yet.
I feel you. But yeah, I'm the hugest Potter freak. Like, I've been to Universal Studios. Super.
Yo, when the Harry Potter books came out, I'm gonna be on some real shit. I did this for some reading exercise. Bless you, John.
Yeah.
I like to read.
I love to read
shit that I know is gonna make me read things out.
Yeah.
I don't really care about like level reading. I know it's a lot of words. Every time the hardcover came out, I was
Oh, at the bookstore getting it? Oh, no, I wasn't that cheap into it. I waited until Christmas and then get all that Christmas.
Hot off the press.
I wasn't that
Every fucking Harry Potter.
The last thing I did that type of shit for was Grand Theft Auto.
The hardcover. I had the whole collection of that.
I couldn't have been out the bookstore. There was too many weirdos out that junk, bro. For Harry Potter, all types of races like Harry Potter.
Yeah. That's what's up. We on blunt sessions with Mangani, and then we get reminded every so often that we're on a live radio show that ain't shit.
But that's what is dope. It's like the Breakfast Club. We just sit here and talk and shoot the shit.
I'm saying that because I'm high as fuck. And the only way I could respond is all technical and shit. I gotta be natural about it and be like. So back to the music and let's wrap up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did go up a little bit.
I really want to hear "Summertime" on the closing.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be back. What's the name of the video that's coming out again? That you told me you gonna
Summertime High.
The Summertime High.
Oh, we're actually playing.
But the one that you coming out with, Jimmy Lee.
Yeah,
that's the album.
Jimmy Lee. John, Davey Fresh.
Yes.
Staples out here in DC, right?
Yes, sir. You already know.
Out as usual.
Thanks for having us, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Wow, man.
I'm like, thank you for responding on technical. All I know is I did.
Come on.
sounds like they don't.
You know we gon' get this done.
Catch contact, so John.
Everybody ready? I'm waiting on Yeah, we back on Blunt Sessions with Mangani.
Yeah.
This time we got Henni, the true stoner.
What it do?
Y'all know about Henni, the true stoner. Y'all following behind. But this man
They
right
gonna
here.
They gonna learn today. They gonna learn today.
They gonna learn today. Won't you tell me a little bit about your music, Henni? Introduce yourself to Blunt Session.
Blunt Session.
DC and the audience.
What it do, y'all? My music, my movement is strictly for the stoners. I got nothing but stoner vibes. Yeah. So when you listen to my, like, almost every word is talking about lighting the blunt, smoking the blunt in the unique different ways, giving you feel just to want to kind of turn up and smoke. A lot of stoners know it just to be laid down and be just relax and chill. But I give another. You like that? Like the Dutch. That's the Dutch one. You feel me? We got the backwood and the papers too. Like I don't really choose. I just smoke. You feel me? I just smoke. But in the movement we got going on down in Baltimore, yo, it's like it's hella love. Like it's hella stoners everywhere, and I just want to change the face of the city so they will always think. Guns and positive vibe. And weed to me is positive and bring people together. Like my first show, I had a 72-year-old white man in there just smoking off his living his life. He's like, I ain't never had no shit like this in this city.
How was he dancing?
No, he was in the chill with some lovely ladies, and he just white man. My sativa D's, rolling up the gas. I got lovely ladies rolling up the gas, passing around the events, complimentary gas. It's love. You can pass all of them around. So for rotation.
Shout out, she baby.
Yeah, I got my own little Baltimore plug on the edibles and the food, and she cooks everything, even the drinks we make.
So there's like a
Stoner
whole
lanes.
other scene
that we provide for our city. You feel me? Because I graduated college from high school in 07. I've been smoking since 13. Even me going to college everywhere since then, they know me for smoking weed.
So what are you known for? A specific strain at all?
Well, sativas Straight, like all the sativa, you feel me? Let me turn the head around.
Give me up.
Basically.
Sativa.
Give me up.
That's what kind of started my way though, for real. I started with the sativa song back in June.
Yep.
And I've been knowing Payso since high school, for real. And he kind of heard the song. I was pushing away with the cross promoting and stuff. He saw me doing my thing. He was like, "Yo, let's partner up. Let's do some shit." He got some dope beats, lyrics and shit. We came up with True Stoner. And we like, yo, we gotta put a movement behind this. Like, yo, you the weed man in the city, yo. So, and we started pushing that in like October last year.
Yeah.
Then we just kept it moving, at least one show a month. Shot the video. Then the whole Panda wave came out, cause my whole movement is Panda. You feel me? It's the Panda smoking the blunt.
Well, introduce your producer.
Well, produce right here, Payso on the beat.
Going on my name, Payso Music. You can find me at getpaysomusic.com. You know what I'm saying? Producing all the industry type beats, whatever kind of sound you're looking for.
He got it.
I got it.
What's your style?
My style is, I guess, just me being me. You feel me?
I mean, like when I heard it,
You
I'm from
told me.
San Jose. I'm from San Jose, California.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
from
up,
I'm
Cat?
from the Bay Area.
West
So
Coast.
on some real shit,
I got something for you.
it sounds he got a underground Bay
I got
Area,
something for you.
like early '90s type sound for real.
And that's dope. That's dope to me. To hear that.
Yeah,
That's dope as shit.
So I'm
Like,
saying
you ain't like
I'm
Davey,
saying
man.
it like I heard it and I'm thinking like,
Nah,
man,
she said this shit on screenshot. I screenshot it, posted like it made my day for real. Cause I never knew what type of artist I sound like to other people, but that's a compliment. Cause I just went to Cali the first time.
Shout out to
Was January.
E40.
We went out there in January for a high time event just to see how the West Coast do it. They the OGs, you feel me? So I gotta learn from the OGs just so I know how to show the stoners in the city how it's supposed to be done the proper way.
Definitely.
So-
and I appreciate that style, definitely, you know, and that type of music in general.
Yeah.
Because, you know, hip hop gotta live on in some way other than trap.
Mm-hmm.
His music, like I'm old, I'm 37, so I hear, you
It's
know,
circling back.
I hear songs about people like selling crack, and I'm like,
No way.
what the fuck?
That's what we trying to do for the city.
Everybody
Like,
not selling crack.
the whole city right now, that's what they known for. All the music that they play for local artists is trap shit.
Who's the things?
And we trying to change it.
Artists say they are
But who you selling to? Everybody selling crack.
to
Who's the things?
to each other.
Yeah.
They just sharing it.
I done seen trap niggas in my hood off on the pill. How easy come up on a nigga. You feel me? How you really trapping and you not one of the ones and twos. You feel me?
100%.
But it's cool though.
So, who influenced your style? Because
If any,
you ain't like, you didn't grow up like I did. You didn't grow up where I did.
nah.
So, how did that?
Come up. I don't even know, honestly. Like growing up for a long time in high school, I was bumping Wayne. Like I said, I grew up. Well, that's what 05.
Old school.
Old school Wayne, like vintage to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Squad, like this shit was like I could sound like this man, like create some rhymes and shit. And they like that, you ain't spit that. That's Wayne. Like nah, I spit it. It's just his voice or some shit. They like that's dope. So Wayne start falling off in my taste of music. You feel me? So I start Yeezy, like I fuck with Yeezy. Like, Yeezy really. Then I saw, and I'm more business minded too, so I get the understanding of business from like Diddy's and the Jay-Z's and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a lot to it.
So speaking of the business, how are y'all set up? Like, do y'all got a record label, independent record label?
I have my own label. It's called Vative Group.
Is that what now?
Vative Group.
Ative?
Yeah, like innovative.
Okay.
It's Vative, 2 V's up.
All
You
right.
understand?
That's
And
what's
it's
up.
people that's creating their own path, doing their own thing, innovating shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you innovate your own shit. Part of it.
Y'all got any type of distribution?
None of that. That's what we looking for. Because honestly, I'm an artist and he's my producer. At the end of the day, if it was to come down to
Quick
paper.
plug, Listen Vision got digital distribution, worldwide digital distribution.
That's a plug. That's what's up. Hey, say no more. Look. We talking some shit off this mic.
Hey,
So,
come talk to the man.
alrighty. And plus, this is home. You feel me? I can go to the studio in Baltimore. They won't even let me smoke. That's why I say I can't do too much shit in my city if y'all gonna allow me to be who I am. Don't book me to host an event or to do an interview and you know what I do, but I can't do me at your establishment is not for me then.
You already know
It's
you
not
can
funny.
be yourself here.
Alright, that's why I love DC. I ain't got no problem with DC. Bam from Baltimore. You feel me? You feel me? It's nothing but love up here. I always get love up
That's
here.
supposed to be your microphone over there. My bad, I don't know what it's doing over there. Maybe we could get it over to you somehow, some magic way. I think that's my man, Black Man at the door. Y'all might want to let him in so he can join in on the blunt session.
This shit lit though. I like this shit.
Welcome to the show. This is how we do, man. What's your relation to DC? How many shows have you done out here? If you've done any, do you got shows coming up? I saw some flyers.
Okay. I've done one kind of open mic up here, like showcase matter of fact. And we, like I said, we show love. We came out here, my peoples came out, they showed love, they fucked with the movement and everything. Shout out with Cutthroat TV, a couple other guys too, but yeah, they showed love. I know a lot of the growers just coming to like the growers events, just being around the stoner community up here. So I know a lot of people that throw non-hip hop events. Yeah. As far as getting booked up here as an artist, I kind of booked myself up here that time, but other than that, I would love to do more shows up here.
And what's the show? I saw a flyer for it. There's a show coming up.
It's a show coming up in Maryland. Yeah, Loudpalooza. It's gonna be sponsored by Maryland, Norm, Crooked Street Radio, Chief Loud Radio. And it's basically to let the Maryland area who support the cannabis movement know how to get involved in the cannabis movement.
What city is that in?
It's for Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore?
It's in Baltimore. The show is in Baltimore off Boston Street. I don't know the exact address, if I can get that.
And I will be there.
And like $15 tickets. I will be performing, but it's like a panel. We got some comedians. The panel discussion about how to grow weed, how to get a dispensary and all that in Maryland.
See, I didn't even know nothing about
it.
Yeah,
and this happened June 25th. No, the concert is from 10 to 2. So I will be in there turning the fuck up. We got 2 other DJs. We got like...
You saying like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.?
10 p.m. to 2 a.m. for the show. But it's like a whole day event where though you could come from 7 to 9 and get the discussion on how to get more involved in cannabis.
Is there a cost?
It's $15 before the door. It's a website. You can go to MarylandNorm.gov, I believe.
Maryland what?
Maryland Norm, like DC Norm.
Normal?
Yeah, Normal, my bad, yeah. Yeah, Normal. So MarylandNormal.com, CrookedStreet.com, CrookedStreetRadio.com, and ChiefLoud.com. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know that was a Maryland Normal event.
Yeah.
I just saw the flyer. I guess I didn't really look at it. How am I fucking looking at it?
And this is the first time, to my knowing, that this has been done. Yeah. And it's cool because, like I said, I started in October last year. And
no, really like August.
And for them to start this movement on kind of not on the underground side no more, they trying to make it public. Yeah, making a statement.
So you got a SoundCloud?
I have a SoundCloud. It's Henni Stoner. Well, SoundCloud/Henni Stoner. You can check out Hella Stoner music. We got me and Payso just dropped. He also an artist too.
Yeah. SoundCloud. It's Payso music on that.
That's music.
Yep.
Alright, that's what's up. I'll check that out.
Yeah, we just dropped the song Levels. This is actually his song. Levels. I'm featuring on it. It's all about the stoner wave and shit.
Yeah. I wish we could play that shit right now.
Yeah, we'll play it at the close.
Okay.
My man, that was talking right there.
That's all we do.
So why don't you tell me about that song?
That song, honestly, for me to be featured on it, I wish it was like my song. This shit hard as shit, you know. And that's my favorite verse on the song because I don't really do too much music.
Alright, Payso, why don't you tell me about that song?
Look, this shit hard, though. This shit hard.
Right. So, I'm a person who, when I go out, I indulge in many different things. So, it's like levels. You go up. When you start out in the day, you get a little wavy, you smoke some weed.
Alright.
And hit the Hennessy. And mess with some bitches. And then by the end of the night, you wavy.
You leveling up.
A wave guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a levels up. You may be in a party like dancing and shit. I'm leveled up. You know what I'm saying? I'm zoned out. I'm doing me. And that's what the song about. Just being on a different level.
So you did a production on that?
Yeah.
And it's just you two?
At this point right now, but I'm part of a lot of groups. I actually got a guy named Emery Phillips. She just got posted on Sway in the Morning like 2 days ago.
You gonna try to do like
that's
like
what
a posse cut or something?
Exactly. Yeah, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what debatably. Everybody's doing their own thing in their own way. So when we link up, it's all gonna make sense.
That's what's up. Now you could go back to telling me how you were so happy to be on the song.
Yeah, because it brought something out of me as an artist. Because I rarely do features or anything. I don't do too much music, but the music I do, like I said, I got True Stoner was probably something I did. That's the only song I did a music video for. So we actually pushed that. It got a lot of love. And that's where the whole movement came from. And he was the producer behind it and engineer behind it. So we did Sativa Diva song. Everything made sense. Like I started off with Sativa song. Then we did the Sativa Diva song. Then we did True Stoner. Then we did the song Lit. And I ain't really put Lit out with people. If you hear Lit, it would be that West Coast vibe. Like the first thing I said, I'm an East Coast nigga, but they love me on the West Side. So that right there, they got that Cali vibe too. And we still think about putting that out soon. But then Lit came out. And that it brought another level out of me.
That's why I smoke the Dutchess.
See? But nah, it brought another level out of me. That's what happened as an artist. And I was really in my zone, so like.
So what you tell me about your Sativa Diva?
My Sativa Diva, my lovely ladies.
Hi, Jody.
Jody, Priest.
How many?
Ash,
How many y'all got?
Jay,
Ash.
Well, on and off.
I lost count.
We got like
between
5 to 6. Yeah, 5 to 6 ladies.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Next time, if you like come here to like introduce a track or a video or something like that, don't do us like that.
Already they come.
Bring the Sativa Divas with you.
They come.
All right, man. I really love vibing with y'all.
Appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate the love.
To, Baltimore. Thanks for showing love out here in DC. We'll show y'all some love too. We gonna be out of here and we gonna
appreciate the love.
Track.
What up, DC?
What up, right? Yeah, appreciate it.
You got levels on there? Roll that shit.
Turn out. Stone.
Let's do this shit.
Stone.
No, fuck it, let it go.
Hey.
Shit.
Wow. Beam me up.
Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Like, for Henni, I be gone for the night. Roll a couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night? Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Like, for Henni, I be gone for the night. Roll a couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night? It's another starter party. Shit, we gon' be lit. So college kids, now we don't give a shit. Sitting on that starter lane, that shit gon' get me lit. Cypher and these blunts around like we about to spit. I said, where them bitches, where them bitches, where them bitches at? Hands poppin', weed poppin', and that pussy wet. Baby, I'ma need you come and put it on my lap. And work that shit like you put it in the ass. And it's in this bitch, and it's sticky shit. Got that scale in my pocket, I'm so ignorant. It's that killer shit, it's that killer shit. So gone right now, I ain't feeling shit. Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Like, for Henni, I be gone for the night. Roll a couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night? Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Like, for Henni, I be gone for the night. Couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night? Welcome to my party, my stoners, we get lit. Your bitch, she on my team, she rolling in liquor splits. I'm smoking and taking trips, this LSD is the shit. I'm gone, I done left about this bitch. Find my way, no start of my day, waking up bed, to start my day. Don't like your bed, the life is a bit, I just listen you get. I'm on a new level with stuff on click. I'm so fucking hot, it's so cloudy up here. Got filled with the Henni and Remy and Benedict. I don't got ice in my Everclear. We taking off, but we never hit. Shorty, my mission is very clear. I want you one in the fucking everywhere. I'm so ignorant, but she into me. So
Come right now, I ain't feel shit.
Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Drink a fifth for Henni, I be gone for the night. Only couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night? Bitch, I'm feeling like the flies, nigga. Drink a fifth for Henni, I be gone for the night. Couple Dutchies, all I need is a light. How many levels can I go up in the night?
Actually, if you want, you can sit
4, 3,
Hey,
2.
Yeah. Blunt sessions with Mangani. Yo, Black. Come take a seat, bro. We back on Blunt Sessions. Hope y'all love that track as much as I did. We was in here high as fuck, listening to that shit. We got Black Man Perry up in here.
Oh goodness.
Motherfucker just had a surgery and shit, right?
What a lovely day. Yeah, I had surgery. I had a keloid removed today.
How you feel?
Good.
You feel
Rejuvenated.
good? Man, I told you didn't take them perks, did you?
No. Actually, yeah, I came here to protest. No perks. Ain't even popping. They gave me 15 of them. No inbox me. So hit me up.
Take as many of those as you want.
Never. Yeah.
Just know that
Take your time.
the original package was 200 milligrams.
Oh.
So everybody rated the shit. You know what I mean?
Who can I thank out other than you?
Third dose.
Oh, you know who you can thank.
Thank you, Johnny. Thanks, man, Gone. Ain't nobody call that. No.
It ain't directly from me, but
right, indirectly.
You know where that came
from. I want to directly say thank you for the butterscotch.
The butterscotch candies, y'all know where that came from. Ain't nobody wondering. So how you feel, man?
It's been a harrowing experience, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't wish scars pretty much on anyone.
I want to make sure you get choked up.
I don't wish it. My mom had it. I think I'm a fourth generation of young ladies. Most young ladies who get most young ladies were related to have children. They call it cesarean section.
Right.
C-section.
Right.
So it's equivalent. We just healed differently. So I've been battling that demon for what, man, 20 years, 47. So I'm like, oh, yeah.
I thought you said 8 on Facebook.
I've been dealing for 20 years. I got my ear pierced. I was 16.
So that's what caused it?
That's what caused it. No, hard headed is what caused it. When your mom says, hey, don't get your ear pierced.
Right.
Grandma says, hey, don't get your ear pierced. But you're in a mighty popular stuff. You know what I mean? Chess king and all of that. You wanted to be cool. You wanted to have waves. You wanted to do gossip with your earring. Unbeknownst that my family was just a no-go.
So it started small?
Started small, grew, got him clipped, grew, got him clipped, grew, got him clipped, grew, got him clipped. So hopefully, with the bread I gave this cat, hopefully the 1-2 treatment that it'll do, just, yeah.
I hear a lot of rumbling in the background. Y'all need to smoke some more. Y'all need to be some relaxed ass stoners.
But man,
up here chilling.
I got an outpouring of support, man, not only from you, from the whole Canna community. It's like, oh, okay. Without really having to go to the black man. Hey man, that's
much love. So give us some drama. Let me know how you felt.
Oh, okay.
Wearing a mask out in public and shit.
Wow.
Because that's how I met you. I thought you was like, you just like to keep it warm as fuck.
And I appreciate that, and I would really rather go round table for everybody in the Canna community has only seen me from October 18th to date with the mask on. Mm-hmm. No one's bothered to ask, hey bro, it's kind of warm. Are we okay? Are you part of security? You know, make all the jokes because I make the jokes.
Did I never ask you if you were security?
I mean, you know, you definitely asked. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the pink house, I didn't see him take that hat or the mask off.
Once again, the whole concept even before
I definitely asked this motherfucker if he was security.
And that's real.
Yo,
okay,
that's
okay.
What up, man? Big
Oh,
just
yeah.
This Maggie from Canna Docs. Anybody need their card?
How you doing?
Maggie from Canna Docs just walked in. One dude just walked in.
Just gonna say hi to the whole family again. You know?
Yeah, it's a family affair. People come up in here, get fucked up. Smoke some weed and some
Smoke is thicker than water.
Definitely. The injections, obviously, they're in your neck, they're in your skin. So it wasn't a dermatitis.
You talking about the surgery?
Surgery lasted probably 5 minutes. He asked me vitals, literally. When I say he asked me my vitals, he asked me my birthday.
Did he use a laser or electrosurgical unit?
Gone. He put an IV and said, "Oh, I'm just going to
you don't even know what it was?
Sedated is what I was."
Damn.
Right. So I'm not sure what he did and how he did it. But his name is Dr. Shabaki. He's a good man.
I'm gonna assume it was a surgical laser.
I hope it was surgical. I have to follow it up with some radiation.
Yeah, not for it to be
Not
that
no chemo,
fast.
but some radiation and
Yeah, to make sure you ain't got like no little
just to
squamous
keep
cells.
it. I have to just keep it. I have to maintain it now, like anything else.
Gotta have some good information out there for our doctor viewers.
But you know what? The keloid is gone now.
The keloid is gone.
Keloid is gone now.
Are you gonna show us the scar?
You know what? I thought about that. How long we have on the show? We might say something.
Yo, we
viewers.
still got like an
Hour.
hour.
We might say something. This way. Yeah. So.
I mean, you ain't gotta do it right now. You can make it dramatic.
Oh, this is dramatic.
That's what's. Thank you very much.
I'm more proud you're part of the crew now.
And you don't even know. I had my man tell me, he was like, "Hold up, you said you how old?" I said 47. Man, you not 47.
You know I got away with this time, right? That's the strain.
Yeah, that's the kosher candy mix.
Is this was this a grower's cup solution? No, it wasn't. Alright. You know I had to ask because I know you asked.
Yeah, I honestly I think I can't concentrate out of that.
Talking to the mic. Get him a mic.
Yeah, I think he's done. We'll bring him in a little bit. We'll have a nice conversation. But he was just dropping off this 24 karat right here. And honestly, I want my Dutchess around here.
We can make some Dutchess happen.
Ain't no Dutchess around here.
I got $1 with some Dutchess. What's good?
Come on, man.
Right on the Dutch line?
I want to taste this
I
right.
ain't got nothing but purpose. Don't worry about it. So I know y'all not.
No,
y'all no farmer.
What's the hashtag?
No farmer, no perks.
No perks.
Got $1 on the fruit roll up.
Hashtag no perks. Hashtag bring Mangani Dutchess, the blue ones.
I'm definitely trying to.
I don't even know if they vanilla. I just know they come in the blue package. And every time I go to the gas station and say, "Give me the blue Dutchess," they hand me this. They always hand me the blue Dutchess.
Put this motherfucker right on.
You ain't
It's Novocaine. It's an ear, right?
It's an ear.
Matter of fact, this is the new name. We're gonna call it Black Man Evander Perry.
But
because if you look at me directly, you're gonna notice.
It's a little small.
So we want to thank Mike Tyson.
You want to
Mike Tyson opened the door and said, "Here, Evander, I'm sorry." You brought it back.
I'm sorry.
Hashtag, can I get mine back?
Oh,
maybe.
Yo.
We'll play around with it. It's gone now, which means I can be more visible. I can come out. Y'all don't even understand. I can go everywhere.
Talking to the mic.
I can go everywhere. I can visit. I can talk shit. I can.
And you right in time for summer, bro. Yeah. You right in time for summer.
Oh, I wasn't in a rush. I knew it was coming. My insurance didn't cover it. They wanted $3,500.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
I'm unemployed.
For real.
For real.
So you sold
So
food stamps?
I get food. I do receive.
You sold food stamps?
I did not sell my food stamps.
You not had that. No, because if you had any.
Say no more.
I'm kidding.
Only the 7. Perrier, begin with a P. 7.
I'm waiting on this.
I'm definitely gonna let y'all know.
I got a long time. I'm being impatient. My bad.
Ain't nobody rocking with the Dutchess yet.
Nah. You clean that up, right?
My bad, out Biden. We got change on Dutchess.
I'll pay for the gas.
I'm sorry. Can we have a viewer call in and bring us some Dutchess? The lucky viewer comes in, and the lucky viewer that brings in some Dutchess will get a gift from Black Man Perrier.
And you can smoke the blunt with us right here and be like, hey, I came running with the Dutchess.
I came running with the Dutchess. So we made the call. Let's go. Let's get it out.
For sure. So, tell us about the trials and tribulations of, man, it's gone. Could I make fun of you?
You can make fun. You should have made fun of me. It's gone now. See, I'm normal. I'm like y'all now.
But now I can make fun of you?
Yes.
Y'all remember Kawato?
No, I don't.
You don't remember Kawato?
Totally cold.
Yo, this motherfucker had
Talk too much to get on with
Kawato crawling out his ear and shit.
I've heard everything from
you are the chosen one or whatever. What is it that Kawato told Arnold Schwarzenegger? Remember who you are? Something like that.
Oh, you talking about the baby out of the stomach?
Yeah! Oh. You ain't never seen his keloid?
Well, let's go visual. We have visual aids. I thought we did.
We got visual aids.
We got visual aids.
It
was definitely graphic.
Sound right.
But some of the posts that I put on there.
That's what Magic Johnson used to have.
Nah, Michael F said it was a little carrying case for you.
Nah, you said.
He said it was a
visible AIDS. You said visible AIDS. I'm saying Magic Johnson. Used to have visible AIDS. Now he has undetectable AIDS.
It's a blicky right there.
It's
no longer a blicky. The blicky is gone.
I don't want that camera.
On the south side, they call me blicky, but the blicky gone.
Blicky, they call you what?
Blicky. B-L-I-C-K-Y. Blicky.
Can you explain blicky to us?
No.
Come on, man. You know that's why you feel.
It was a term of endearment.
A term of endearment?
A term of endearment before the scar. Okay. Once the scar came, the endearment stayed, so were the glory. So I'm glad that you over there and all of you, wherever land you are, no one judged me in this community.
How can somebody judge you off of a fucking keloid scar?
You would be surprised.
I would be, but I'd probably fucking check them in public.
I've been unemployed. I'm typing $78 words of shit.
I don't even understand. Like, what could you say? You know what I mean? Like, without getting punched in the mouth in public by somebody else. Like, it's a normal world where people listen to shit like that and go, "What the fuck?"
And I respect that. I humbly respect it. And like I said, it's an esteem issue. You know what I'm saying? I know we volunteer with DC Rape Crisis, and you see some of the females who go through things to the point they don't even hear a man's voice. You know what I'm saying? You can't sympathize with them, you can empathize. You've never been abused. If you never had a keloid, this is really hard to, or at any abnormality. I equate it with a mole. Is it a mole?
I think that was like prosthetic.
Okay.
I think so.
What about Ginger on Gilligan's Island? Is that a real move?
I don't remember off top.
Ginger. That's an age question. Does anybody know if Ginger Small was real?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her face like right off the bat. Like they took that shit off TV. Man, oh man.
It don't matter. All you did was pull out the S on your
motherfucker
chest.
gonna make me do the happy
Shout out
dance.
to One Dudes.
This motherfucker gonna make me do the happy dance. See?
Oh no, you uptown, so
when
you
we
gotta do the
say-
happy feet, mass extension. You might want to play
Or
that
the
groove,
stupid
DJ.
Running Man challenge. These motherfuckers don't know how to do Running Man.
This
Children, look up MC Hammer.
this
These the right motherfuckers right here. In case y'all motherfuckers want like, I guess in the future I could have like little gift bags or some shit if somebody brings me Dutchess.
that's
Some shit like that. What's up with this?
it's just something that I was smoking on, right? Yeah, that's all. Hashtag no Reggie. There you go. Place.
Hashtag no
Hashtag
motion.
So we got a road problem loading up here.
Alright, so how we gonna do this? Who's gonna interview Black Man while I roll this Dutch? Cause honestly, did this motherfucker just do that shit?
Yeah, this shit happened.
No, funny as shit. Yo. Seriously though, I gotta roll this. You feel me?
I feel you.
So can y'all like ask Black Man some questions?
So
Y'all
Black.
too.
So Black. How has it been living, dealing with the condition?
Is this
You know what I'm
functional?
saying? Has it been like a
That's not
hindrance to you as a person?
Imagine your child, your 6-year-old daughter saying, "Daddy, take me on a field trip," and you can't go on a field trip because you're gonna have the whole entire bus. Basically, you're gonna hold a seminar on the bus. And kids aren't mean. They're unfiltered. So because they're unfiltered, it's like, you know, you educate them. You know what I'm saying? You let them know it's a scar. You know what I mean? Because I know my daughter and son both hate hearing. It's like, hey, what's going on?
Yo, so we gonna cut to a break. We gonna listen to a couple of songs. We gonna be right back. Can you hold that thought for us though, man?
Yes.
I'll probably have this little blunt here a little further along.
Much further.
So we gonna cut to some music right now.
Boy, you should know that.
Hey, y'all know what y'all should be doing back here. When that joint turn on, everybody should be back this way doing the same shit. That fall on anybody's social network? I wasn't gonna have it again.
What up, y'all?
Back to the block, baby. I'm from New Jersey. Franklin, right next to New Brunswick. It's like, we go to Woodbridge tomorrow. Probably like we down the line. I went to school at Blue State University. Alright, y'all ready?
See how much you stole out. She love my aroma. No, I never stay sober. They said Henni and Hypno just to get to my tempo. Shorty all on my job, you know she gave me her info. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. Watch me do my stoner lane, my stoner lane. Watch me do my stoner lane, my stoner lane. I'm always leaning and pumping no gas, pumping the diesel, you know it don't last. All of my brother just give me your last, all of my brother just give me your last. I might just buy me some land, you know, taking some seats, throw me some balance, agriculture, stay true to my roots, 7-11 runs with the crew. True, I be that what it do, she eyeing me, so I made my move, I made this move, now she in the coop. Just like Bishop, I got that juice, that's why that day, damn all that haste. She in love, my stoner waist, girl, we like the same, me, her, and Mary Jane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. That she like my stoner lane, my stoner lane. Watch me bring my stoner lane. Watch me bring my stoner lane, my stoner lane. True stoner. I just wanna smoke, I just wanna smoke. True stoner. Keep my eyes low, keep my eyes low. True stoner. Blowing on the low, blowing on these lows. True stoner. Blowing on these lows, blowing on these lows. True stoner. I just wanna smoke, I just wanna smoke. True stoner. Keep my eyes low, keep my eyes low. True stoner. Blowing on the low, blowing on these lows. True stoner. True stoner. I've been blowing on that strong. Fuck everybody. I'm hustling from all the days. Fuckers think it's better. I'm too in the sweater. DC niggas do it better. DC niggas do it better. We been hustling forever. No matter the weather. I'm next surprise, boy, I told you. Just had to be more vocal. Fuck, try to stay low. Take my city clothes. Cause I do it for the pockets. Smoke it and talk to Chicago. He always gotta tell me, Davey, fuck what you say. It's all about the brain and lay them lanes in the brain. Going on that cushion, nothing can be sweeter. Remember back in high school, hustling, got some sleep. It wasn't much paper, but still. Remember the first time I got introduced to some crap. It was kids back then, we been hustling forever. Now we hit the studio, cut these hits together. This from my love sister, she be so ready. Say that I ain't working, nigga, yeah, that's all I laugh about. Come through for once when you see what all my niggas talking about. They talking about that prince, I show you proof, yo, fuck that word of mouth. Grew up in the slums, getting all of these funds. It's well deserved, man, cause we been hustling since we young. I've been coming on that strong, man, I'm coming lonely.
fuck everybody who love me. I'm hustling my own days. See all my niggas weaving. See all my niggas weaving.
Are you ready?
See, we been hustling forever.
5, 4, 3.
So we're back on Blunt Sessions with Mangani. I got my Dutchy rolled and I'm smoking like I want to. And I'm taking a great taste of this 24 karat. Smooth as fuck. And we got blessed also with the arrival of Maggie from Canna Care Docs. What's up, Maggie? Maggie is in the session. She's here smoking with us. Maggie, why don't you tell us about your company and what your position is with the company? Please speak into the mic.
Well, I'm the regional manager for Canna Care Docs, and we basically make sure all up and down the East Coast that people have legal access to their meds even before full legalization happens. You know, patients need to be able to get their medication. It's the safest meds out there. It helps people in ways that conventional medicine just can't touch. It absolutely can't. So, you know, I'm all about spreading it as far as we possibly can. Also an activist. I'm on the board of directors of Delaware Normal, and we're, you know, doing our part, trying to, you know, make sure that we can get some home grow going on in Delaware. We really, really need that there. Quite jealous when I see all your guys' you know, news feeds, and you have all your beautiful, you know, girls there, and you know, I just can't. So I gotta, you know, keep working towards that goal and making sure that, you know, patients can afford their medicines and yeah.
That's what's up. So you guys are out of Delaware.
Massachusetts. I run Delaware.
Okay.
But the company's out of Massachusetts. Yeah, we're in Maine and Connecticut and Rhode Island and Delaware. Yeah, and now we just recently opened up in DC. We're right on the border. Our physician is able to certify DC residents and Maryland residents.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Maryland needs to. Well, if Maryland would get their act together, they're allowing out-of-state residents to at least, you know, come and, you know, be able to use their medicine when they're getting medical care in the state. So, you know, that would be helpful to, you know, some very sick, you know, Virginia residents. So, yeah, they need to get their act together and get dispensaries in. That's what patients need. They need great access to strains that are specific for their condition and, you know, can actually improve their lives.
Yeah. So what exactly is going on with the dispensary issue in Maryland?
Well, there's, you know, a lot of delays. Hopefully they're just trying to get it right and make sure that they have, you know, really good grow facilities that are making sure that the meds are top quality. That's the first phase of it. Then they're going to announce who the dispensary owners are. It's not going to be the same people necessarily. So, but I think it's, you know, most important that they really get the grows right, because if, you know, your medicine is any good, it doesn't matter how good of a dispensary you have. So I want to make sure that, you know, they get good meds and then have, you know, great service for patients at the, you know, dispensary, so the patients feel comfortable going in, and they're, you know, hopefully they have well-educated bud tenders, because that makes a difference. There's a lot of patients who aren't educated at all about how complicated of medicine it is. So in our office, that's something we really strive to do. Before they even see our doctor, we have a cannabis consultation session where we teach them about it. You know, some people need to be taught the basics. They don't even know the difference between an indica and a sativa. And other people, we want to teach them, you know, more advanced stuff like the endocannabinoid system. You know, most people aren't too aware of that, and that's what makes it all make sense for why it's such an amazing medicine. We were born with receptors in our body to receive cannabis.
Receptors in our body.
Yeah, and God put this plant in the ground that is ideal for these receptors. Why wouldn't we be supposed to be using it for medicinal reasons? And, you know, it cures so many ailments because of all those receptors. They're in every part of the body. So it targets so many conditions. I'll have a patient come in for, like, chronic pain, and they end up being able to lose their depression medicine, you know, lose their narcotics. Maybe even get rid of, like...
Hashtag no perks.
Maybe even get rid of some, you know, diabetic medicine.
Hashtag
really,
no opiates.
Amen to that. I've seen so many people be able to ditch them that never would have been able to without cannabis in their life, taking care of their pain.
That's what's up. What do you say to the people that say that with opiates, cannabis actually enhances the analgesic effect, and it's a good combination for medicinal purposes, according to some drug peddling doctors?
They actually have a valid point.
Right.
There is synergistic properties of it, but when used properly, you can use cannabis to reduce the amount of opioids that you need to get the same effect that you would have had to use far greater levels of opioids in the past. So it can be used in conjunction very well.
Are your doctors bound to any standards that are set excuse me, based on current studies? If what I'm saying is, I can see that you're well versed as far as, you know, if we can sit here and talk terpenes and whatnot and the endocannabinoid system down to the molecular level and all of that. Everybody knows that about me. But I've never met an actual physician that recommends cannabis as medicine that's at the same level of knowledge with regard to cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system. How about the doctors, Canna care docs use this?
I would say the majority of doctors would have a very hard time keeping up with me in a conversation about the endocannabinoid system. Now, our doctors, they get the benefit of being around a company culture that we want to learn, we want to educate, we're educating our patients, we want our doctors to be educated. Our doctors are the ones that we want speaking at the different conventions, the ones that are smart on the subject, the ones that know their things. Like the Capital Canna show just rolled around in February. Yeah, Dr. Jim Morrison, he was one of their speakers there.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah, he's our doctor. He's the medical director of the Mid-Atlantic region, and he is a neurosurgeon who started in the 1970s in Colorado doing research on spinal cord injuries and cannabis therapy helping with muscle spasticity.
She got me like a little kid in a candy store.
This man, there's very few doctors that really can teach me a ton. This man, I'm just like a sponge to him. It's great to.
So are you an Alan Howlett fan as well? Dr. Howlett.
Not familiar. Sorry. Disappointed you there. Sorry.
She's the queen of the endocannabinoid system.
No.
Y'all gotta know who Dr. Howlett is. If you hear, I know you know who, is it Raphael Machula? Everybody knows who that is, but when you hear him talk about Dr. Howlett, then you go, whoa, wait a minute. You know, because
I'm gonna have to educate myself.
Like I saw an interview where basically the guy called him like, oh, the king of the endocannabinoid system, and his face went like hold on. He was like, if you really want to know who the expert is such and such. And I mean, I had already been reading studies, and I had seen her name, and I looked her up. She's a professor, and she is basically at the forefront. All the information that you can get from like YouTube videos and stuff like that, people that have done their research, you know they're getting it from the studies that she's done. She's an awesome person. I think she was gonna be invited. I don't remember the date, but there was an event, and I forget. I can't plug it right now, but oh well, we'll figure it out.
Well, I got something to learn.
Yeah.
That's the wonderful thing. There's always going to be something to learn about cannabis. For a long time coming, we only know the tip of the iceberg.
And there was another doctor, but I forgot his name.
You know who a really cool doctor at the forefront was? Dr. Henni, up in the New England area.
Okay.
She is a real genius who is really at the forefront and it just has a lot of passion. She's really great to watch.
So, somebody actually asked me earlier today, and I admitted I hadn't done the research, and I would do the research, but maybe you know. I don't know what the underlying condition is or what they're trying to alleviate, but the point is they like to consume cannabis, but they had a history of heart attacks. So they were asking for a strain that would be basically the safest for them to consume yet enjoy.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is, because that is one of the...
That's the type of questions I get every single day, dog.
Real. Yeah, because there are very few conditions that you really have to worry about with cannabis, but unfortunately, heart problems, you definitely do have to watch it. So I am not an expert enough to tell you what strain that's going to be, but that's an excellent question.
Do you know any combination of cannabinoids that would and terpenes that would probably be safe? I know probably a very low level of THC.
Yeah, I would definitely think a higher
and like
CBD
a high
ratio,
level of CBD
definitely.
sounds like the safest.
Yeah.
Because, and
You wouldn't have the psychoactive effects kind of
exactly.
ramping the first
My
level.
initial response was because of the CB1 concentration, it would probably be a hormonal response that would cause like creation of cortisol. If you don't have the because THC can cause the production of cortisol. And that's what causes anxiety in some people, especially with sativas.
Exactly. So I think we would go for an indica. It's high in CBD.
Right.
And that's where it would start.
Right.
And then, one thing about cannabis is it's definitely an individualized medicine. We could figure out the perfect strain for somebody's heart problems, and unfortunately, it wouldn't be the perfect strain for somebody else.
Exactly. You would have to know a lot more about the person.
And when you have a dangerous condition like that, it's rough.
I just want the person to hear what you just said right now, because that's basically what her response to my response was. She's like, so you're basically telling me trial and error. And I go, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody will have to
Yeah.
take the risk.
Pharmaceuticals, they do trial and error all the time.
But you're doing it on yourself. You're basically doing it on yourself. And that's
Yeah, but who
basically...
cares about you more, yourself or some random person that you're a paycheck to?
Right.
I would kind of trust you have to trust your own instincts with your own health. You have to take charge of your own health.
And you do have a starting point. And we basically discussed
where our starting point
assumptions. Those are assumptions based on other information that we know of, and assumptions we're making based on known effects of high THC. We're both like, yeah, somebody with heart problems, you want to tame that THC effect somehow. CBN, CBD.
A THCA, you could probably get away with very nicely with a heart condition.
Yeah.
Right? If you were juicing the leaves,
you would get
cause
some
of the
kind
problems.
of health benefit, but it wouldn't
But
be.
you definitely wouldn't have any of the
psychoactive
effects. And probably, there's definitely a lot of health benefits in the plant.
Exactly.
So juicing it would probably be, I'm not a doctor, but I would think that would be one of the safer ways for, someone with a heart condition to consume it.
Yeah, and I hope that there comes a day where doctors can have these conversations.
And they are. Recently at the National Institute of Health,
right?
They just had that endocannabinoid summit.
Okay.
That was stellar. They did a fantastic job. They had great researchers in there. They presented great evidence. It was presented in front of the FDA.
Are you talking about the 2 or 3 day one?
Exactly, over in Bethesda in April. Yeah. They presented a lot of facts and scientific evidence proving its efficacy for quite a few different conditions out there. And for it to be presented in that type of an auditorium that, government sponsored by government sponsored research, it was pretty monumental. Yeah, usually it would be all negative, and it really wasn't. They announced that 2 weeks after the summit, so it made me think, if there was ever a time that they were going to do that.
Here's the thing. And do you mind if I use foul language? Here's the motherfucking question, right? Why the fuck? If you look at the law, everybody look into this shit right now. There's 2 motherfuckers in government that have the unilateral power to deschedule or reschedule. by just making a statement of opinion. That's the President of the United States and the Secretary of Health and Human Services. If they make a public statement that, yes, cannabis appears to have some medical benefit according to so many studies and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Make that fucking statement in public and you'll see how that scheduling, every motherfucker will go to court every day like, whatever, arrest me, bitch. It's no longer on that schedule. They would have to reschedule it. At that point, it would be descheduled. So, nobody's really pushing for that. Nobody's really pushing for, and there are, we celebrate, and I see on Facebook all this celebration. Oh, the DEA might my ass. The DEA is law fucking enforcement.
Right.
They're not legislators. They're not regulators. Listen, motherfuckers. The DEA is law enforcement.
And they see it as a tool.
And guns.
They do not have the authority to deschedule or reschedule. They do not fucking have that authority. What they do is they give a recommendation to the fucking FDA, who then gives the recommendation to the Secretary of Health and Human Services, who's the only motherfucker other than the president who can just come out and say it. Then they lean on all these stupid steps that they create. The fucking FDA is a whole bunch of supposedly doctors. And they write the regulations. They're the fucking, the regulatory power behind 21 CFR or Title 21 of the U.S. Code. That's the statutory power behind the FDA and prohibition and all that bullshit. And that's the law that you need to look up to find out how to chop it down. Because 21 CFR is a fucking regulation that is so easy to chop down that if people paid attention to it, it would be, this cannot survive. Prohibition is not going to survive. People are going to start looking into it. Doctors are going to start demanding it. And the excuse that I'm not a scientist can only go so far when scientists are screaming that this shit has a shit ton of fucking medical benefits. They're not saying it has some medical benefits. The government is saying it has no medical benefit.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
That the government is saying that?
Oh no, the government's absolutely saying it. There's a lot out there. I see it in cancer. I mean,
no medical benefit. And you know what? The stupid excuse that it has a high propensity for addiction is fucking retarded. Because it has as much a high propensity for addiction as chocolate milk. If you like to do something, there will be a doctor that will say you are addicted to it. You're addicted to fucking oxygen, bitch. I bet you can't survive without it. You know what? We can't survive without a working endocannabinoid system, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of underlying conditions and shit like that.
I mean, even if you don't introduce the phytocannabinoids that are from the plant, there's a working endocannabinoid system that needs to be functioning efficiently.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
What does the endocannabinoid actually? What is the functionality of it?
It's receptors that are in your brain and in every vital organ of your body that are set to receive cannabinoids. So we have endocannabinoids, which are, endo means within, so just naturally occurring in our own bodies. And then we have the phytocannabinoids, the phyto means plant, so it's our female plants that we love so much. So the endocannabinoid system is still functioning and existing without the interruption of phytocannabinoids. But the phytocannabinoids definitely help regulate the whole endocannabinoid system. That's why the receptors are there. That makes sense. Yeah.
Maggie, so Maggie,
It's 130
if I were to
countries
call
out
you
there.
tomorrow,
Plus countries. So,
if I were to call you tomorrow
somebody
morning,
got it.
and I say, hi, Miss Fauver. Did I pronounce that correct?
That's amazingly good.
What did he just say? What did he just say?
Pronounced her name. Pronounced it correctly. Hopefully.
Yes, yes.
I didn't badger it.
Yes,
Awesome.
I didn't know she was gonna throw that out there.
I didn't.
I'm a DC resident, native DC. DC Ward 8. Proud Ward 8. Question, but I mean, just in one bud, one city. I'm a Washingtonian. I wake up in the morning. I call Canna Care Docs. What do you do for me? What then is the next step, if you're allowed to do that here, as opposed to us coming to the office? What?
Well, yeah, you would definitely have to come to the office because the doctor
To get
is
everything
here.
else. I mean, but it's more or less
but
your-
it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you come in, we have the application that you have to sign. It's like a 2-page application to send into DC. You pick your dispensary that you want to go to. We have our cannabis counselor give you, some information about cannabis. We try to make sure that, we're pretty much experts on it and that, we can at least impart something new on everybody that walks in.
Is it fee-based?
Yes, it's $200. Mm-hmm. So then you see our physician who the registration is online. He submits you online, and then you have to submit the whole packet to the DC treasurer. You submit a money order to, and in 2 to 3 weeks they send you your card that has your picture on it because we take your passport photo right there in the office. So they just use that and they mail you your ID, and then you can get into the dispensary that you choose in DC.
Is it your son? I've been watching you and hearing you, and it's like, is it just that simple? I mean, do I have to have accompanying paperwork?
You know what? There is one thing that does make it slightly difficult is you have to have 2 proofs that you're a resident of DC. But if you're a resident of DC, then they're obtainable.
It's almost
Yeah.
a mandatory thing for most.
Yeah, so you'll be able to, it might be a nuisance to have to get the documents, but it's not too bad. But yeah, that's the only other.
So what kind of?
If you have a medical record, that's definitely helpful to bring to help the doctor know for sure that this person's legitimate and they definitely have a qualifying condition.
What's the turnaround time in doctor visit / application to?
About an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be shorter
I mean,
if you don't want to have as long of a time with the counselor. If you're like, hey, I know everything there is to do, and I'm going to teach you about the endocannabinoid system. I can say, all right, here's the doctor. You can go right into his office. But yeah, if you're somebody that wants to know something, we'll definitely spend some time sitting down.
What about people on Medicaid and low income?
Unfortunately, because like what we just discussed about the scheduling issues, insurance companies aren't allowed to touch it. So we can't bill any insurance companies. Even like primary care physicians, they can't bill an insurance company for that visit to register you. They'd have to, somehow submit a different bill because of all of the, legalities and the intricacies about how hard they make it for anybody to use the most natural, benign medicine on the planet.
Now I'm sure you're aware of the recent legislation. The House just passed a bill that had passed a different version in the Senate, so it's going back to the Senate now. They're pretty sure it's going to pass, but it's basically to allow VA doctors to recommend marijuana to VA patients.
Yeah. That's
How
a huge issue.
Do you know if that's gonna affect their
Oh,
insurance?
it's gonna be huge for them. Right now, well, actually, as of like a couple weeks ago, they did pass part of a bill that enabled the VA doctors to at least even be able to say the word cannabis without being in like fear. They can at least talk to veterans about it at this point.
Already?
Yes.
Okay.
And that alone is a big advancement because they were kicking veterans out of their services left and right for even mentioning that they wanted to try cannabis therapy. So that's helpful for veterans, but it's definitely not enough. That bill definitely needs to pass because that's the health care that they're accessing. They gave everything to our country. They deserve to have the best health care out there, and we try to provide it in other ways, so why can't we give them the most effective medicine to the PTSD that they're coming home with? I mean, 22 veterans a day are committing suicide because they don't have access to legal cannabis that has been shown time and time again to help prevent the urge to do those things. They put them on those medicines that make it more likely that they're going to do those things and have homicidal ideations that they want to kill other people too. Where you could be using all natural cannabis, calming them down and making their lives manageable for them. They deserve it. We owe it to them. So that bill needs to pass.
Now,
You like this? How long have you been doing this?
I love this.
I mean, just I see you. It's not even a passion. I see. I mean, not even really a life. I don't want to speak for you.
I lost my train of thought because I keep hearing that whispering in the
It's so
background.
meaningful. It improves lives so much. I feel so good about what it does and what I'm able to help people do with it.
That's awesome.
And the healing I see go on is just phenomenal.
Can we
So-
switch? If we were to sign with you all, can we switch dispensaries?
Well, the
Is that-
dispensaries, it's up for you to choose, and you can switch, but unfortunately, if you decide to switch before the year that your
You have to
card
be-
is up for, then you have to pay $100 to transfer dispensaries.
I got a question about the cost.
So that's kind of inconvenient. Yeah.
Especially if you want.
Yeah. So select, wisely when you're choosing it first.
But we're going to guide it wisely through the council.
I will do my best. I'll do my best always.
That's what I'm hearing.
I got a question about the card. If say okay, you get the card and say,
Speak up.
You know, get up here. Say prohibition ends.
If people have these medical cards, is there like any way like the government will be able to come in and then start saying, well, since you have this card, you're saying basically you have a disability, so we want to like regulate your driving, how many hours you can be on there, or operating like machinery if you do a certain job and stuff like that. Do you think there's a chance that
If you would have said that to me 5 years ago, I'd be terrified right now.
They were doing that a while ago.
Yeah, I'd be absolutely terrified. I'd be like, oh my god. But you know what? Thank goodness, there's been a lot of people, myself included, that have been working really, really hard to get things to change. And the tide has changed considerably. And I really don't think that we're going to retrovert back to such a heavily policed state with it. I think that if anything, we're going to move forward. I think that the science is definitely supportive, and I think that it will progressively move policy along to a more favorable light and not a militarized state like that. As long as people keep doing the right thing and keep going out and talking about it and making sure that they're putting pressure on their legislators and not giving up. I mean, that makes a huge difference. If you just shut up and sit down and let them, they'll take every right that you let them take.
Yeah.
Were
you at the town hall?
gotta be proactive.
No, I wasn't. But we're in Delaware. We're having our own town hall on June 7th that the pellet work on. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty stoked
You
about
got
that.
and who's supposed to attend?
It's going to be a lot of different people. All the collaborative
I mean, in terms of
advocates
like
have kind of gotten
politicians.
together. We're hoping that we can get some politicians to come. We're a small state and we're kind of limited resources, and without having quite the recreational adult use market that DC has, we don't have quite the strength in numbers that you guys enjoy. I mean, it's important when people feel like they can get up and speak up, they do. But when people feel like they're living in a more oppressed state, that they're being watched, then it's harder for them to feel like they can come out of the closet and talk. But it is important for them to do that because that's the only way to change it, is you have to come out of the closet.
Now, DC is, there's been some laws passed or some actions where the right to bear arms has been affected, right?
That's what I was going to mention. Like,
How do you?
They make it so hard. They make it so much worse for a patient than if they were using narcotics that could kill them and their whole family, just having it in their house for their teenagers to have access to it. It's
so
insane.
you could get drunk, right, and like go hunting and hurt your friend.
All the time. They bring coolers with them. They do.
And you injure your friend, and everybody's like, it was an accident. It was an accident. Yo, you don't even go hunting when you're high. You just
you don't want to hurt poor Bambi.
You go hunting. I'll go out into nature with
and
you.
Enjoy it. We can sit there for a while.
But why the hell I want to hear some gunshots? Something wrong. Something wrong with you. You ain't grow up right if you voluntarily want to go hear some gunshots. I mean, if you at a shooting range, that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, people enjoy their guns.
Yeah.
Teach his own. I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do.
Right.
But you're more likely to act stupid with a firearm if you're drinking.
Exactly. That's the point right there.
Yeah.
That's that you're not gonna do it when you're high because you're not gonna. You're just not gonna.
If you're
want
going to the shooting range, you're gonna aim real careful first.
You're not gonna. I wouldn't go to the shooting range high.
Even if you were going to take you an hour to shoot, but you.
I love the shooting range.
I got another point. Like,
I won't
certain
even
places-
play poker high.
Certain places that
No,
you
I'm
can't,
not
don't you
lying.
lose the right to. In certain places, don't you lose the right to get your have firearms if you have your medical card? Because it's like a 5-year felony on a federal level to have a Schedule 1 drug and a firearm at the same time.
They lump it in with on the applications. They ask you if you use an illicit substance, and since it's still considered Schedule 1, that can be a real tricky issue for people. Now, I personally don't consider it an illicit substance. I'm sponsored by my state as a patient. That I purchase it legally and pay taxes on it the whole 9 yards. So I don't see it as illicit anything. But I'm not the federal government.
And here we are in D.C. Federal government's everywhere.
So again, things need to change, and people need to keep working at it to get it to change because that's not fair.
I mean,
you can take it. Shake that again. You can take all you want and take your gun license.
Hashtag no perks.
Hashtag no opiates.
What you got, honey?
Okay, so what I don't understand, being that
Whoa,
Mike.
come over here. We got superstar international comedian.
So what I don't understand as to the fact
The microphone.
pardon. Anyway. Hi, how is everyone?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hi.
But DC, Washington DC is the nation's capital. Being that this is where we make federal laws, those states have rights to accept or not accept legalizing cannabis. Why is there not a push on the platform saying, hey, if your nation's capital does it, the capital of your country, then everyone should be able to.
Yeah.
I think that there is one candidate out there that is saying that.
Mr. Sanders. I think. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are we right?
Bernie Sanders.
We already burned.
Hashtag feel the burn.
I think it's better. They're more.
That's where you're going.
It's deep. I mean, it's deeper. I think it's deeper implications just to have it. It's federal. I mean,
See, again.
Deeper is on a deeper level.
Fuck your philosophy. Let's take this shit to a legal, rational standpoint, right? Fuck all the bullshit. Just look at.
And even for people who can't get behind that, how can you not support sick people getting well? People who are dying at the end of their life having some type of relief. How can you not support that? Well, the truth is, people do support people having relief at the end of their life. They do support that. Overwhelmingly, people agree that people should have legal access to medical cannabis. So states need to get on board and they need to get their dispensaries open so people have that safe legal access. Because if you're getting your medicine and somebody that doesn't know how to grow it is spraying pesticides on it, and you're a patient with a weakened immune system, that's no good. People need safe access, and they need safe access now. People die waiting for.
So what do you think? What do you think about the way that DC is doing it?
DC is doing it great. They have dispensaries open. I mean, of course, there's always going to be tweaks that somebody could make, but I mean, they have 5 dispensaries online. You know, they have decent grows. They have an excellent supply of medicine. I understand that there was a shortage for a while, but that has definitely been corrected.
What's the variety like?
The variety, there's 50 different varieties at most dispensaries.
Wow.
Yeah.
you prefer one over the other?
I am not a patient in DC, so I don't have access to those strains. I have access to different ones.
You seem to know about them. Are when you say about 50 in each dispensary, are we talking about a variety amongst those 50, or are there similarities?
Those 50 are what's been produced by the different grow operations. So not every dispensary is going to have every strain in there, but that is what is ultimately
That's what's available.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So about 50 strains.
And the more patients they would get, there's definitely not as many patients as there is supply. So the more patients they would get into their system, the lower the prices are going to go, because they have the capacity to grow tons and tons of medicine. And when you grow your medicine in large quantities, it is less expensive to produce. And when it's less expensive to produce, you can pass that down on the patients.
So
people should get their cards.
See,
if you can't be legal, you should.
I can be legal, but living in, I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, I'm listening to you.
I live technically in Maryland, like right on the line of DC and Maryland, but I'm like one of the first conditions that like allows you to do it. Like, I mean,
and you need dispensaries.
Yeah, I live literally less than half a mile from one.
Yeah, how's that fair? You can throw a stone at one, but you can't visit it even though you meet all the conditions.
Was that the Tacoma?
Yeah.
Great dispensary. Great dispensary.
Now, I'm hearing about the dispensaries, and I think that's where I'm stuck. I'm not sure who to go to. I don't want to get, like you said, saddled in, but you said it's only saddled in for a year.
Right,
So
right.
there is an
And you can
opportunity to go
change.
to.
If you're completely unsatisfied, I'm sure another
I think you
dispensary
just
would be
exploded
willing to have
that
you.
though, because I think that that's been floating on some social networks, certain threads that once you sign into a particular dispensary, that's it. It's like a bad telephone contract.
Yeah, that would be rough. That would really make it so that people didn't have to keep their game on par. Because if you have no competition, because that patient is a patient for life, what's your incentive to make sure you have good products and that you're keeping your prices reasonable? So thank goodness that isn't the situation. I wish that people were able to use whichever dispensary was convenient for them. But with how heavily regulated it is, the regulators can't keep close enough tabs on how much medicine somebody's buying at a time if they're using several different dispensaries. That's where that hang-up comes in. So if there was more money allocated to the program and they had a more robust technical system online, such as Maryland is going to have. Maryland, they're going to be allowed to access any dispensary in the state. So there'll be a lot of competition and people keeping their game up on par. But yeah, so maybe that's something that people could talk to their legislators about. Hey, why can't we use whichever dispensary we happen to be around at that particular point? Maybe one's close to my work and one's close to my house.
But
why do I have to choose one?
Or the balance
Right.
between the two.
Yeah. And we should be able to utilize it the way you use a driver's license. There's no tabs. Your driver's license is in whatever state you got it from. You can drive in the United States of America. You know what I'm saying?
Basic standards, like
Because you're violating
logical things.
You're violating HIPAA law. My HIPAA laws and
But
privacy.
don't you know that
You're
doctors in Maryland went to schools in Maryland and grew up in Maryland, and like their entire fucking influence in life is in Maryland, so their philosophy and medical training behind recommending medical cannabis is going to be a lot different than a doctor who was born in DC and raised in DC and went to high school in DC.
Because they made it about the hood. This is not DC. This is DC, but this is not DC. I am from this area. And to be honest with you, no offense, the best thing gentrification brought for me was those rooftop parties they got now. Okay? And that's about it. That's about it.
What the fuck?
What? I'm as DC as I think anybody. I mean, not to knock anybody's DC.
There you go.
I'm not gonna call myself a senior OG in here, but I mean, I don't even want to speak to the change that's here, but in a way you have to address it. I mean, there's a youth boom, there's an education boom, there's a garbage boom, there's a
Boom, boom.
It's a boom, boom.
Right.
Literally and figuratively. And all I welcome to those from Delaware, those from abroad, Chicago, visitors, whatever. Respect the city like you respect your blood. If you don't smoke bullshit, don't bring bullshit. That way, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, we're not. This is not a Charlemagne the God type thing. I'm just saying, just respect the city. Respect the city.
You running up on the radio, man.
Respect the city. You want to go to the beach? You listen to these radio stations tell you which beach to go to, right? But you forget you worry about jellyfish. It's the shark that's really out there. The shark's out there.
Tell them.
Respect the city. I love my city. I love my city. I love sitting here and watching you. Sit here and watching you high as a motherfucker. Passionate about your trade. You don't understand.
Yep.
You're passionate.
And she's high.
She's dope.
So, and the thing about it is, you have a respect for your trade. You have a respect for the people that do a trade service. There's a lot of people that have been doing this, obviously, like everybody else, but are afraid of the legalities, that will question the legalities, right? This is normal, everyday guys. And so when I'm talking to them and I'm trying to lean them to because a lot of that can avoid
an avenue.
See that one, right? And all I can do is sit here and I'm like, hey, try to soak what I can. You know what I'm saying? Contain what I can. But at the end of the day, I can call you and I can say, hey, I can call one of your businesses set up for a nominal fee. Boom. I go in and see my doctor, get my paperwork, and
at the end of the day, you are very comfortable going to them, right? Hell yeah.
I believe I'm comfortable. I believe that they're going to guide me to the right dispensary. True. Because if I listen to you, you might tell me to go. Yeah.
Well, I don't know the dispensary. I don't know, especially.
But she might tell me to go to one closer to her house, like you were saying.
Like she seems to know details.
To be quite honest with you, after like being in
microphone.
To be quite honest with you, after like I was like traveling in Europe one year, so I had 5 hours in
backpacking.
Anyway,
Eating granola.
No, tell us more.
I literally spent 5 hours in Amsterdam.
Now, question: did you stay in 5-star hotels or did you?
What do you mean? I
like
went straight to the smoke shops.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. How saw that shit? What'd you do? What'd you say?
Smoke shops.
You just went. You didn't stay nowhere. What'd you do?
I just smoked and then hopped back on the plane.
What the fuck?
Because I had another country to hit.
What the fuck is this? Okay. What was your final destination?
Well, Sweden, and then we went to Rome for a little bit, and then.
But you're still in Europe.
Still in Europe, obviously. Those are in Europe.
So you should go to Amsterdam and stay at the Flying Pig Hostel.
You had to sleep somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
you had to sleep somewhere.
I didn't sleep anywhere. I was only there for 5 hours.
In all of Europe?
No, I'm saying 5 hours in Amsterdam.
In Europe.
Amsterdam is in Holland. In Europe.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got the tape. The question was about Europe, not about a specific country or city in Europe. How long were you in Europe?
Oh, 45 days.
Where did you sleep?
I got family
at
everywhere.
Any time that you slept somewhere throughout those 45 days in Europe.
I got family everywhere.
So you stayed at families' houses.
My grandmother has a villa in downtown Rome.
Okay.
My uncle lives in Stockholm.
I'm so sorry.
But
we do have to stay in Amsterdam a little
bit. Yeah. I want to get our things in that travel.
I'll let my people get a contact. I got my passport, right? So we can do this. We can do it.
Yo. On some real shit, are y'all ready? Like, are y'all getting ready for this?
I was born ready.
You were born ready.
That's what's up.
He said he was born ready. Come on, man. Don't give me the WWE ass. So they know what's going on? Engineers know what's going on? Right? You singing. Yo, we gonna bring you thanks a lot, Maggie, for coming out. This was awesome. I really did not
Great to come out. Awesome time.
Thank you.
A lot of people want to ask me questions. I hope we
I love terpenoid nerds. She seems like a terpenoid nerd. Yo, we got John, and we got Davey Fresh. Live in effect on Blunt Sessions with Mangani.
Yeah, come and get high with me. And we can just enjoy the ride. Head up to you touching the sky. Come on. Ride with me. Turn the music up too, man. And we can just enjoy the ride. Put your hands up to you touching the sky. Come on. Try and I'm on this track, baby. I know that you've been waiting for so long. We about to roll up. It's lovely.
Just cut the music, run that shit back. Yeah, turn the music up a little bit too.
We can just enjoy the ride. We can end up to you touching the sky. Come on. Ride with me. Come and get high with me. And we can just enjoy the ride. End up to you touching the sky. Come on. John, and I'm on this track with Davey. I know that you've been waiting for so long. We about to roll up. Oh, it's lovely. And girl, I know that you wanna chill with me. You know we be making love on this track with sweet and honey, girl. All night, you know we gon' get this done. So come on, hey, so come on, look, we be riding So come on, look, so come on, catch my pockets down, fuck around and catch my take off. You make this ride, especially like that business time. Rubber boots, them guys ain't high, baby. They paying us, we say it's good and they paying us. I wait, it's old, one can't tell me nothing, get cold down since day one. They ain't one, fuck rings, let's be okay now. Tell John to these hoes say they want something, I want something that dug out. Her boyfriend was getting dug out, don't bother me, but these hoes out, and we can just enjoy the ride. Put your hands up to your touch. So come on, ride with me. And we can just enjoy the ride. Put your hands up to your touch and slide. So come on.
Let me say something before we leave. If you ain't got that, you want to 11. Cook out. We gonna give you some more information. Just follow us. Y'all know the deal. Blunt Sessions on Facebook. Blunt Sessions with Mangani. Look up Mangani Cacotel. Facebook. Y'all gonna be following the information. We got this cookout. And we gonna have
Cookout.
Cookout. Where'd your microphone? Where'd your microphone go?
I got bass. I got bass.
We gonna have 3 different grills. Oh, 3 different grills right now. 3 different grills. We gonna have Tori on one grill. Y'all know Tori. Y'all know Bishop. He gonna be on another grill. And check this, Dr. Tricone on the 3rd grill.
Ooh. Epic. They're about to shut it down.
Now they just cooking.
Just cooking.
They just cooking, but that shit's June 11th. I'ma talk some shit.
They're always cooking something.
I'ma talk some shit. June 11th. It ain't been announced yet. It's a huge cookout. Y'all keep watching Blunt Sessions with Mangani. We gonna keep you updated. Follow the Facebook. What's up?
Alright, we got something coming up. The Mama Want a June Bud event actually got moved. So, because the health department and the police are trying to crack down on that green friendly event. So, at the Peace House, we're having the June Bud event for Mama
The Peace House.
Good shout out to us, you know.
Peace out.
Hey yo, Blunt Sessions with Mangani. We'll keep y'all updated. Also keep updated on marijuanas.org. Y'all know the deal. Blunt Sessions with Mangani. Thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for watching. See y'all.
That's what I was trying to say. They can't be. Nobody. So somebody collect.